With that out of the way, now let's explore the importance of digital marketing. Let me share with you some statistics. Digital marketing is the top area of marketing spending for 56% of B2B marketers in 2020. So, more than half of businesses polled said that they would spend more on digital marketing than any other area of marketing. 49% of customers use Google to discover a new product. And I'm sure you're one of those 49%. We all go onto Google to look for something new, to look for solutions or products. Facebook and Google search advertising have the highest ROI for paid channels. This refers to online digital advertising. That means you're paying these platforms to expose your advertisement to their users. And of all the different platforms available, Facebook and Google provide the highest return on investment. So, what are the benefits of digital marketing? You might be thinking, well, maybe it doesn't really apply to my business. Import and export never really used digital marketing in any form in order to secure business. Well, probably after this session, you might change your mind. So, the benefits of digital marketing include ease of research. If you need to conduct research on products, on businesses, or in international markets that you intend to do business with, you can now secure research through the internet. It costs hardly anything. You can find information that you need. You can even connect to people who might have the information that you need. You can have accurate targeting of prospects. Now, what that means is you can actually look for your prospects through social media platforms like LinkedIn or even through the corporate websites by Googling them. And in this sense, you can actually target the right prospects, send an email or a message to connect directly with them. Now, in the past, you would probably have to do some kind of data mining, or maybe you have to buy various lists to reach out to different people. Or likely you'd use traditional forms of marketing, such as trade shows or conferences, where you connect with new people, and then you'd try to follow up with them and schedule meetings or calls. With the internet and digital marketing, you can reach out to more people more efficiently, and you can target them very, very accurately. You can take advantage of marketing automation. So a lot of things are built online as online tools, and they can work in the background as you continue running your business or developing your business in different ways. Your website, social media content, or various marketing tools that you set up digitally can work in the background and almost automate it once you set them up. Finally, this is probably one of the most attractive reasons. It's cost effective and efficient. And that's all we like to hear, right? That's a great thing about digital marketing. From an ROI point of view and the cost per acquisition point of view, you probably would spend less than any other form of marketing. But of course, digital marketing comes with its challenges, especially if it's new for your business. And if you've never embarked on digital marketing as a form of lead generation because you never had to, or you never felt it would fit your particular business model. So, what are the challenges that you might have? Generally, a lot of people might not have a full understanding of digital marketing. They might think it's just social media marketing, posting on Instagram or TikTok, and they don't think it applies to their business. But actually, there's much more to digital marketing, as we'll unpack in this session. Now, even if you understand digital marketing and its various aspects, you might not understand how to fit it into your business and how to really leverage on digital marketing to increase your brand awareness, get new leads, and of course, get more sales. You might not know which aspects of digital marketing to invest in. So you know all the different channels that are available, but you have no idea where to put the money. And even if you know where to put the money, you may be unsure of how much budget you should allocate. So these are all understandable challenges. And hopefully by the end of this session, I would clear up some of these challenges or doubts that you might have in your mind. So what is digital marketing? Now, just take a few moments and just think about it. What is digital marketing? If you think that digital marketing is any form of marketing that happens online in the digital space, you will not be wrong. But I'm going to offer a more comprehensive definition of digital marketing, which will also be a good guideline for how you approach digital marketing for your business. But first, let me share with you the key aspects of digital marketing. First up is strategy. Strategy refers to the right digital marketing approach for your industry and business. At Evolve and Adapt, we have a saying, strategy before tactics. You must have always got the conceptual idea before you can even think about the tactics to be employed. Next, you need to know about digital marketing channels. These are the platforms and the vehicles that you use for online communication. So once you determine your digital marketing channels, you can then think about your tactics to employ. So these are the digital marketing tactics that you can employ to engage customers. Now, I will be speaking a bit more about channels and tactics in the next slide, so don't worry if you aren't sure what they are. Plan. Just like any form of marketing, whether it's traditional or online, you need some kind of a framework or roadmap to determine how you're going to employ your strategy and your tactics to implement your marketing to achieve your objectives. No different for digital marketing. And finally, analytics. Analytics is all about getting data, looking at the data, analyzing the data, and figuring out how to optimize your strategy, your channels, your tactics, so that you get better results. It's no different from traditional marketing, where you try to get some kinds of metrics in order to determine the success of, let's say, a marketing or advertising campaign. The great thing about digital marketing is that you can get really a lot of data because there are specialized data platforms which helps you capture data that you might need in order to make better decisions so that you have a better ROI or a lower cost per acquisition. So all these 5 aspects of strategy, channels, tactics, plan, and analytics all come together to form digital marketing. Let's have a closer look at channels and tactics now. So first, let's talk about the internet users. That's basically you and I, and basically your customers, your prospects, your clients, who you want to do business with. They're all in the internet. They're looking around. Now, what you want to do is to connect these people to your digital assets. That seems like a big word, but what is digital assets? Basically, it refers to your website, your social media channels, or your content. These are your own content which can be used to showcase your business, your products, or services. So you want to connect internet users, your customers and clients, to your assets. So how do you do that? Well, that's where channels come in. So what are digital marketing channels? It's things like search engine, Google, Yahoo, Bing. These are all channels for people to find or be connected with your assets. Email software allows you to connect with customers and direct them to your assets as well. Social media, of course, many different social media platforms, and different platforms can be used to target different types of audience depending on the nature of your business and your target customer. Ad networks, if you do any form of digital advertising, you will need ad networks to advertise on. And finally, direct or referral refers to people who actually go directly to your website, or maybe someone refers your website to them through word of mouth or through a link in an email or a blog or a website. So these are all channels, the platforms or the vehicles that people can use to connect with your digital assets. Now, in order to ensure people find you on these channels, you need tactics. That's right. Because just because you're on, let's say, search engines or you're on a social media platform doesn't mean people will come to you or even find you. That's why tactics are so important. And there are different tactics designed for different channels. For example, search engine optimization, that's a big word, but search engine optimization, or SEO, basically means how to get your website found on Google without paying for ads. Email marketing, of course, you use email software in order to do some form of email marketing, whether it's to stay in contact with your existing clients or to do some form of email marketing, cold email marketing to new prospects in order to get them aware of your brand. Content marketing, and that means creating content and then sharing that content on different channels so that people will know about you and connect with you. Social media marketing, using different social media channels to reach out to a large audience. Paid ads, and that is, of course, running ads on a ad network. And finally, influencer marketing, where you use well-known people within your niche to tell people about your brand to their audience. Maybe not too applicable for the import-export business, but good to know. And this is really an overview of channels and tactics. So if I were to ask you now, what is digital marketing? You might have a more nuanced answer. So here is my definition of digital marketing. It's communication that uses digital channels and different digital marketing tactics to engage users with your digital assets. Now, if you break it down in this way, it becomes very clear how you can actually approach digital marketing. And in this last part of my presentation, I'm going to talk about crafting the right digital marketing strategy for your business. So this is a 6-step approach. Even if you do not know the technicalities of digital marketing, you might be a business owner, the CEO, a COO, a CMO, a business development manager, or in charge of sales. So you might not know the different aspects and technical intricacies of digital marketing, but these 6 steps will give you a clear idea of how you should craft your strategy. You'll then be able to assemble an in-house team or work with a consultant or agency to execute and implement your digital marketing strategy. So here are the 6 steps. So step 1 starts with creating and optimizing digital assets. Do you remember what digital assets are? They're your websites, your social media channels, your content, basically things that you own in the online space. So you need to really make sure that they're done well. They showcase your business, your brand, your company, and the products and services that you offer. So you have to create them if you haven't. If not, you have to optimize them. Optimize them for digital marketing. Step 2 is about choosing the right relevant digital channels for your business. For example, definitely you want to be on Google, on search engines. You want your business to be found. Therefore, Google will definitely be a channel you want to adopt. Email is probably a channel you adopt as well in your business to communicate with your customers or prospects. For social media, you might think of Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. Those don't really seem to fit well for import-export business. However, LinkedIn, which is a professional networking site, would probably work for you. For example, LinkedIn has a paid membership called the Sales Navigator, where you can filter out and target prospects and connect with them. So that can be a very powerful tool to identify prospects and also reach out to them directly. And because they have their profiles on LinkedIn, you can gather a lot of information and intel on these individuals as well, and really find the right person to connect to in order to do business with. Next up is choosing the right tactics. And obviously, the right tactics depend on the channels that you choose. Once you figure out the channels, it's about figuring out what's the best tactics to use. So, for example, for Google, in order to be found on Google on page 1, you really need to optimize your website. You need to do search engine optimization, which is quite a technical subject. So you get a professional in to optimize your website so that it ranks for keywords. So that when people key in a certain keyword, if you're importing, exporting a particular product in a certain region, if they would key in that keyword into Google, you'd want your website to appear on page 1. So that's SEO or search engine optimization. And for the other channels, you'd want to adopt similar tactics relevant to those channels. The 4th step is to allocate a budget for each activity. As mentioned, the great thing about digital marketing is it is fairly inexpensive. Nothing like traditional marketing. You might need to spend some money working with an agency or building an in-house team, but you also have to allocate budgets to each of the different digital marketing activities. You want to be able to analyze data, gather data such as your web traffic or the number of conversions that you make. That means the number of people who actually become leads or become customers, so that you can determine if the channels and tactics that you are employing are basically working for your business. And finally, once you get the data, you can optimize the digital marketing channels and tactics and even strategy to work for you. So let's do a quick recap. Digital marketing is necessary as the world continues to digitally evolve. Your industry is no different. So you have to learn and understand about digital marketing and see how you can leverage on it to grow your business. And remember the 5 key aspects of digital marketing: strategy, channels, tactics, plan, and analytics. If you think of digital marketing this way, it's going to be really easy for you to craft a strategy for your business. And finally, as I just said it, craft the right digital marketing strategy and approach for your business. I hope you enjoyed my presentation on digital marketing strategy for SMEs. If you have any questions or you'd like to pick my brain on how to apply digital marketing for your business, just go ahead and ask. My name is JC Sum, and let's start the questions.